So I've just arrived in Kyrgyzstan, my first morning in Bishkek, and pink cirrus sunrise on the marshrutka ride in from the airport this morning, and I've lost my luggage, so the little dust devil just up there. Bishkek. Definitely nervous, my first flight in a new place, and didn't quite fit everything in my harness, but not too bad. There's a lot of food in there, and cycles are coming up nicely. I've flown from over there across maybe up to a dozen spurs, pretty low. I'm pretty nervous, especially since I don't want to climb out with all this heavy stuff. But I think there might be a thermal on this spur. I'm just going to find it again. First flight in Kyrgyzstan. Cloud of birds here. Probably where I should have been all along. There's some pretty nice views, and I guess I'm sitting on the inversion now, so I'll have to see if I can break through. Really spent a long time scratching around. Well, I've said the two things I'm worried about in this trip are the cold and the stability, and my fingers are really starting to feel it now. They're just coming back to life a minute or so after I've landed, and I didn't get very far today. Most of the flight spent around 2,000 meters, and yeah, you can see the inversion as expected out to the plains. So I guess I'll walk up into the mountains tonight and try and fly a bit higher tomorrow. Last night I was awake from about 12 to 3, and with a full moon, had I known it would be this nice a track, probably would have been a nice walk. But I was up pretty early. I started at 6:30, so I was contemplating soaring this valley wind from the north, but there's some snow showers up here. It's a few hundred meters, and then that goes off to the pass that's around 4,000 meters. Gorgeous country. Well, I hadn't tried them on, I didn't have any time, but the carry mat fell out of that one, so I'm going to go have a look for it now. Beautiful spot though. So this is what I'm wearing. I've got a polypropylene balaclava, another one if I need it in my bag, neck warmer, wrist warmers, these gloves with holes in them, my wool pants under them, under my Nova trousers. This sleeping bag I've got to keep my arms warm, where the blood flows, so I haven't really tried it properly, but it should make a difference. My down vest, my woolen top, and just a t-shirt underneath. And I was pretty warm yesterday. It wasn't very high, except for my hands. It's been a hard slog. I always knew it would be a stretch to get to the pass, hoping to fly on the way. And did have a flight, but I lost 170 meters, which is bugger all, but it takes so long to set up, and it's really been hard work with this heavy pack and the altitude. Well, it's 20 past 5 and I'm in my bag. It's so cold. I think there's not much atmosphere above that. There's not much to keep the heat. So yesterday at this time I was still flying. Anyway, tomorrow is going to be the day, and you know, if it's too cold I might just have to start walking under the moonlight. Well, I made it. I've come from this valley here. The last bit was a little dodgy, getting over ice, powder snow and very loose rock. I had one part where I slipped and fell 2 meters, but I knew that was probably going to happen because a rock pulled out. It was a shitty rock, it just breaks in your hand. And to launch, I'm looking to go up to the snow patch here, which should help keep the lines off the rocks. Big mountain and very dry, so it shouldn't come as a surprise, but it's extremely rough. Man, being too scared to take any video until now. I still have the courage to take any photos, but I'll get some light. Kyrgyzstan, the real thing. Woo! Not really sure how high I am, but there we go. We've got to concentrate on this. So looking back at where I've come, this is the way to, well, I'm in diamond dust at the moment. Nice crystals. Cirrus, you might say. That's the way to, it's a cool. Oh, hi, man. Woohoo! I've flown around this valley either side, couldn't find anything, and fingers, they're coming back to life. It really hurts. Tell you what, it sucks going uphill. I've walked up all the way from the valley down here. When I got to there, it was seeming really nice, cycles coming up, and here it's firmly over the back. I don't know if there's a valley breeze from the other side. I'm going to go have a look. But it's too late to thermal, I think, but it might be a nice evening saw. Got to get down to sleep anyway. So the pass up here is 3750. Quick video because the sun's just set and the wind's about to call it quits on me. I landed right down the bottom there, walked all the way up. It's a hard slog. This is 3,800 metres here, so this is the ideal launch for these altitudes anyway. Soft, dirty shit. So plan is to fly down here, maybe go that way. Not really sure why I did this. Well, I landed at 3 o'clock. Now it's after 7, I think. It takes a long time to move at these altitudes, but anyway, should be a nice relaxing flight, unlike today. And coming into land, I was gliding across this way, and I checked my drift sideways, and there's nothing. So I thought, okay, no worries. Below down the cat of Atkinson, so I was going pretty close to the ground, really fast there, and I hooked around and landed in here. But it bloody, fuck, it must have been. It was a decent breeze, so it felt pretty fast anyway. I've been reasonably warm. I've got to throw the glider and the thing on top to stay warm, but yeah, it works. It's 10 o'clock. I've come up a really long way. I'm at 3,860, I think it was. Maybe it's 3,960. And the weather is not looking that great. There's a few hogs backs around, and it's blowing like the clappers here, and I wanted to launch on what is the fluid side, so I camped down there and I flew from over there the night before. And I remember flying over the top of that peak with the glacier on the side down this way. Yesterday I flew from this direction. This morning I walked up this valley to this col and then up to here, and I'm above 4,000 metres now. And it's a bit windy, so maybe I can fly lower down, but it's a bit unfortunate. I'm kind of stuck up here. Kicking myself for not getting a weather forecast yesterday when I had reception. I haven't had reception the last few days apart from that. And the wind is strange. At times it drops away to nothing on this col, which is about 3,900, same as the other one. And it's quite murky up there. It looks like must be snow showers, but yeah, I don't know. It could just be haze. It's murky this way too. So what to do? I don't want to get stuck up here, but there's a yurt down there. I thought about that's my way out. I've just had a wipe down wash. Feeling really good now. And this is where I'm heading. Very tempting to glide down. The valley breeze has stopped though because it's so clagged in. So it might be tricky to launch, but I'm thinking about climbing up rather than climbing down. Just got off a little dust run that way. I didn't go very far, but it's probably nearly as quick as walking. Maybe not with the walk up the hill. And some very interesting air. Bit of a confused bunch of influences, I think. I'm looking for the track. Pretty frustrating that in the middle of the night where you had light rain for an hour. Managed to keep pretty dry in here, I think. And clear starry skies between clouds drifting past. I noticed the wind changed direction from west to east, I think to west again, and then east again. Pretty crazy, and now breeze has picked up in the dawn. Snow will be melting soon, I think. It's very dry. This morning I slept in that valley, and I've come down and up this ridge, and there's light puffs coming up the face that you wouldn't want to launch on with all the scrub. But here, just a few inklings of thermal cycles, and one or two of these rose hips may have disappeared, and I think I might be able to set up here and fly. Who knows where to? I've really got to get in front of all this stuff, but so here we go. First attempt, there was something stuck in the line, so I hesitated and dropped it in the bush, but thankfully it wasn't a rose hip. Second attempt, had to run down the slope a bit. That was a bit unfortunate. I have to do better after getting up off launch up there.